Hey, hi everyone, how's everyone doing? I know I haven't uploaded a video in a long time, and I know I checked my like the likes and everything. I got a lot of dislikes, which I'm sad about because I was only trying to introduce myself, but some of my friends who do not have a YouTube account, they actually wanted me to upload videos on my career as a model, actress, and a dancer, and I truly appreciate the support. Sorry, like if I look really bad, I actually just came back from a photo shoot. The makeup's like fading away, and my hair's like all over the place because I took it out. Um, but yeah, I wanted to upload this video. It was regarding modeling and how I got into modeling and give some ideas of how you or, a friend of yours or anyone that's interested in modeling could get into modeling. As you can see, I'm in my room right now, and yes, I like The Little Mermaid. My mom made this when I was 7 years old, and I love my mom so much that I didn't want to take it down when I grew up. So I still have it, and every time I look at it, I just think about my mom. So I'm glad that she put this together. She even did my sister's room, but I'm not gonna go there yet. So what I wanted to get to was that modeling. I started when I was 14 years old, and that was because of the fact that I when I started to get into high school, or like it was the end of 8th grade, my father felt that I wasn't very confident. Like if I had to talk to someone or, just in general speak publicly, like, public speaking or anything, like I wasn't very confident. And I could agree with him. I was losing confidence, but it wasn't because, I was scared of what was going on or whatever. I think it was just, um, I felt like I had a fear. Like I felt like if I'm gonna talk, then I'm gonna sound stupid, or I'm not gonna smart like I'm not gonna sound smart like an Indian person that should. So, because of that, I just felt that maybe I should not talk that much, and it was different because when I was a little girl, I used to talk a lot. So, it was different from my parents, and they felt that that was a little unsocially weird. So what they did was, well, my father, he actually found a newspaper article that said Barbizon Modeling Agency was giving modeling classes, and he was like, you know what, she should go into that. That'll not only, have her do something fun, but also it'll gain confidence in her. So he signed me up, and it was, I think, early September that he started me, and that's when like school was about to start. So I was going into 9th grade, and I also got braces that September, or I think it was August or something like that. But I had gotten my braces just recently into 9th grade, and I was, you know, annoyed by the fact that I had like smell in my mouth that looked so ugly, and that is one reason why when I was young I didn't do pageants like at the age of 14, because of the fact that I was, I had braces, and my dad's like, oh, don't go for a pageant yet. You want to look good, look your best, and win it. And I guess he was right, because about 6 years later, I got my first runner-up title, and then my Miss Beautiful Eyes. And luckily, when I was going through modeling school, after I graduated in 2008, because I was helping out with Barbizon, and my sister was going through school, I used to go to her classes and stuff, and they decided to award me my award for Miss Barbizon 2008, because of the fact that in the industry I was a very successful model. I actually was a petite runway model, and petite runway is not as great, but I was, getting offers, and I'm just really, really glad that, I was able to. So going back to the story, how I really started was I I was going through modeling school, and within 2 weeks, they said that, you know, they liked my walk and they wanted me to do a little bit of petite runway. And my first break was that September, like the end of September, early October. Actually, no, it was end of September, because in October, like the first week, I had signed my contract with Barbizon. So towards the end of September was my first break, and it was with Banana Republic. And luckily, I was able to get a lot of shows with Banana Republic, and these are not very high fashion shows. They're very very normal. Like, you know, you just walk on the ramp and you just smile, and like it's not like high fashion. You know, in high fashion you don't smile, you have that look. You know, it wasn't like that. You know, so things are different, way different in petite runway. And I know for girls that, you know, are on the shorter end, like I am. I would say from 5'1". I think 5'1" is the cutoff for petite runway. Actually, like the minimum, and the cutoff is 5'6", because 5'7" is when high fashion begins. Actually, some places say 5'7", some places say 5'8", some places say 5'9". So it totally depends on the place you go. So I had started then, and then I signed my contract with them in October, and annually for 7 years until the end of 2011, October 2011, practically I was with them. So I worked as a petite runway model and as a print model. I did a lot of test shoots. I did a lot of things. You know, I was featured in catalogs and stuff, but and a few magazines, but I wasn't, you know, trying to be, you know, at the higher end where like you would go to like France and places. It was a lot of local boutiques and stuff, and a lot of high-end clothing, but only for the sake of the test shoots, just to see if they wanted to hire me. And luckily, about a week ago, I got an offer from MMG and Wilhelmina saying that they wanted me to be their models. They wanted me to be their model, so like I had the choice of picking whether I wanted to sign my contract with Wilhelmina or MMG, and I'm still deciding. I don't know which yet. I'm hoping that you know, I could get involved with Wilhelmina, because that's something that like I'm heading towards, but I'm not sure. I'm probably going to be their commercial and print model. As far as MMG, I'm going to be a versatile model there, you know, parts model, petite runway. They actually are supportive of petite runway. You know, they'll be able to find jobs and stuff, and yeah. So like Wilhelmina on the higher, like, is on the higher end for runway, but they said that they'll be able to help me find petite runway if I wanted. And also, what was I gonna say? I'm sorry, I totally forgot. I was gonna say, like, their commercial and print model, like they're really high end. So like working for them as a commercial and print model is a great opportunity. I'm not like the prettiest girl in the world, but I'm glad that, you know, I was offered something from Wilhelmina, and you know, a lot of my friends and supporters are telling me to go on with Wilhelmina. So I'm still deciding. If you have any comments, you know, just let me know. And oh my god, I talk so much that this video is really long. Well, my point was that you know, I started at the age of 14 and I'm still modeling. Hopefully I'll continue freelancing also while I'm with Wilhelmina if I decide to be with them. But I want to most likely you know, stay in the industry, but I also want to be a doctor, so I'm going to try to focus on school and, you know, trying to do something part-time. You know, some part-time modeling, of course. You know, I professionally went through school with them, with the Barbizon, and then I was their model, and then that prepared me to go into the real world, which was a really great opportunity. So I'm really glad it worked out for me. My younger sister, she's going through the same thing, you know, luckily, like, she's way better than me, like, and I'm really glad things are working out for her. As far as for people that want to know how they should get started, I definitely put up casting calls on my page, on my fan page for Miss India International 2011 First Runner-Up. You could look at those, you could get started. You know, if you're in shorter and it's okay, you know, there's always room for like for finding models for like anything. Like there's always job offers, so you definitely could get something, whether it's TF or paid. TF is trade for or time for. So either you get time for prints or you trade for a CD or anything in general like that. So they're usually test shoots. So, or even for like things like bridal and like things like that. So like it's definitely something that you could get started with. If you want the experience, you should definitely start. There are different agencies. There's a lot for Petite Runway. There's Bella. There's a lot of other agencies that will definitely pick Petite Runway. You want to do swimwear, you could do swimwear. You could do runway. You could do editorial. You could do anything really. There's a lot. And it doesn't matter, and to be honest, how you look. It all depends on talent, and that's what I heard from Wilhelmina. So I definitely know that they care about how hard you're working. If you have the skills, they'll definitely take you. And it's all about talent. They're always looking for new talent and stuff. So don't feel like you're less than someone, because you're really not. You could definitely find work. And if you have any questions, I'm going to leave my email on the bar below, and you could definitely email me. I would love responses. And check out my fan page. Keep up with everything. I put up daily fashion tips. I put up casting calls. So definitely keep your eye out for that. And I hope you could start your modeling career just like the way I did. So, yeah. Just keep in touch. Thank you so much for listening. Take care. Bye-bye.